Right, Damon, thank you very much for giving us a bit of your time.
Oh, my pleasure.
Um, Obviously, we all know about the Gorillas and Blur and all what you've done in the past, magnificent music and stuff. But you've got a project called Africa Express. Can you just give us a little bit of detail about that, please?
Yeah, that kind of started really from my own experiences and opportunities. Firstly, in West Africa, in Mali, and then I had a chance to go to Nigeria, and then I had chance to go to Congo, and then I had a chance to go to Ethiopia, and felt that, in a way, it had done so much, kind of sort of for my head, and the kind of people I'd met there and the energy I'd felt inspired me to sort of set up a it wasn't really an organisation when we started. It was just kind of a couple of mates really who would kind of sort of galvanise musicians in England to start off with, to come on trips, because like 10 years ago it was still sort of, for a lot of people, unimaginable they could just get on a plane and go to Bamako in Mali and hang out and play music. You know, it was also you know, this term world music always troubled me, and always felt like if you were doing anything, I mean, I'd originally gone. I should explain really how I went to Africa to start off with. I was asked by Oxfam in like 1999, something like that, if I'd like to go and visit Mali and kind of be a sort of ambassador for them. And I'd sort of grown up with a slight sort of issue with that role of, you know, celebrity going to Africa, and I'd seen Live Aid, and I'd seen how kind of sort of, you know, good its intention was, but what
effect it was really having.
The effect it was really having, and so when I agreed to go, I said, well, I'll go, but I don't want to kind of, you know, sort of land in a helicopter and get out and shake someone's hand, you know what I mean, that kind of vibe. I just want to go because I love the music, and I've been listening to a lot of Malian music in particular. I like to go there and just record stuff and hang out with musicians and maybe
strip it back and go in raw type thing.
Yeah, and just play with them and you know, and kind of educate myself as opposed to sort of separating myself. Just really, you know, be immersive in it. So that's how it started for me, and I got really into it, and I made this record called Mali Music that I put out, and you know, ever since has kind of raised money for Oxfam. So that felt like that was a proactive, positive way of also broadening my horizons. So that's kind of how Africa Express emerged out of those experiences, and me wanting to kind of replicate them for other people, because it done so much for me. I mean, it's a long, I could spend hours telling you what sort of happened to me emotionally and intellectually, really, when I visited Mali in particular.
I saw some of the pictures earlier from one of your co-founders, and it was just like the way you kind of get right involved with the communities that you go into.
Yeah, well, I mean, you know, they're musicians, we're musicians, so we're on a level playing field, really. And once you've hung out for a couple of weeks and you've been, you know, friendships form, and then they show you more of their experience and vice versa, and it's just a real thing. And if, you know, I don't think anyone comes out of it feeling anything other than like positive. And so we've just kind of expanded it from there, and it's grown and grown. We've been to many countries now. We've done these quite spontaneous concerts all over the place, and this year we've been given a train, and we're going to convert it into a kind of music studio, rehearsal room, living quarters for...
this is Africa Express,
This is the Africa Express train now. It was always called Africa Express, but now it's actually a train.
Okay, cool.
And you can catch it.
So this is around England?
It's around the whole of it, well, UK really. It's going to Bradford, Leeds, Carlisle, Glasgow, Swansea, Manchester, London, finishing. And we're going to get, I mean, I can't know exactly how it's going to work, but I mean, I think the idea is that we all get on the train, we stop at the station, we get off, maybe play some music on the platform, then we go in and do some sort of pop-up things in schools and factories, and then do a gig in the evening, and hopefully get people from that area to come in and either play with us and watch us and just sort of interact really. And
so you'll be integrating
bit of a party really. An excuse
for a party.
Yeah, any excuse for a party.
So you'll be having some guys,
especially on a train.
Exactly, so you can't get off. So you'll have like some African artists there.
Yeah,
and you'll have obviously some westernised artists as well.
Yeah.
Bashi and Wiley have been on a few trips with you before.
Yeah.
Flea.
Yeah, Flea might be on it. I mean, Tony Allen, legendary Afrobeat drummer with Fela Kuti. Yeah, I mean, a lot of different people. I wish I could give you a list now.
Yeah, cool. No, that's all right.
But I mean, over the years, we've had an extraordinary kind of.
Yeah, I saw you had De La Soul.
De La Soul, yeah. They came to Congo with us. Look.
The guy from Rio Ferdinand.
Yeah, exactly. They came.
So it's an amazing experience to see them guys coming together.
Wainwright, Jamie T, Super Furry Animals. It just goes on and on, really.
So what really inspires you, though, in terms of...
and African artists were just the most extraordinary, incredible people like Tamani Diabate, who's kind of the king of the kora in West Africa. Amazing.
So are you into Afro beats? Because that's taken a bit of a big lift off over here now.
It has, yeah. I've been into.
It's coming a bit more commercialised now.
Yeah, and I'm also really into the kind of house music that comes out of Soweto.
Okay.
That and we've got a guy called Spoke Mathwambo.
Okay.
Hopefully I pronounced that right. And he's kind of up and coming of that sort of electro, South African electro sound. We have the Shangan as well, who are another. Yeah, there's so much interesting stuff.
So what, are you going to try and integrate any of the people that are living in England that are African players, footballers and stuff like that? Yeah,
well, I mean that's kind of,
maybe I can help you with that.
You can help us in, and I think in any of those towns, whatever we do, I mean, we haven't really worked it out, but I mean, it's just about kind of people meeting up really and sharing ideas, simply.
Okay then.
And a bit of a party.
Can I just go back? Obviously, we got quite a few young viewers and listeners. Just give us a little bit of a idea of what you was doing before. Obviously.
Oh right. Well, okay. I got into music in the middle '80s. So
it looks good for this, but
yeah. So I got signed to EMI Records when in 1989. My band was Blur, and we kind of we toured the world, partied, had lots of hit records, played stadiums, and then I kind of sort of had a big shift in a way, and the band sort of didn't finish, but we kind of had enough of each other after 10 years, and I got friendly with a cartoonist called Jamie Hewlett, and we sat on a sofa not dissimilar to this, watching MTV on the television. In fact, what I bought was like the first flat screen TV that came into Britain. So that was like 1998.
Oh.
No, but it had like you could split the screen into 8 different. You could watch 8 different programs at once. And back then, although that sounds really, it was kind of
major stuff. Though.
It was major stuff. So we were watching that telly, and we just thought, well, you do cartoons, I do music. Let's
merge it.
Let's just make a band together, and that was Gorillaz, and that they did quite well around the world, especially in America, which is something I'd never experienced with Blur, because I kind of our sound had been a bit too like English for them, but with Gorillaz it was.
So are you going to be doing any more with Gorillaz in the
maybe.
What about Blur? I think you've got something with the Olympics, haven't you?
We're kind of helping close the Olympics in Hyde Park. That
won't be the last.
Honorary sportsman for the evening.
That won't be the last, though, will it?
It's last this year.
Okay, cool. Yeah. So obviously, I know you're a big, massive football fan. You love Chelsea.
Yeah.
Who's your favourite player of all time? Chelsea man.
All time, Zola.
Zola.
Yeah, just he's such a nice. He was one of the first footballers I ever met, and he was such a nice guy. He actually, we made a deal which we never kind of followed through, because I had a sort of a rubbish five-a-side team at that time. I used to play really sad little tournaments, pretending I was like, you know.
So what type of player was you then?
Rubbish, just rubbish.
You must have had a little style.
No, I've got two left feet, so don't worry about that. No, and I said, will you play for my team? And he said, yeah, as long as I can play piano on your next album. And I just thought that was nice. And he was really nice. I just really and I love his spontaneity, you know.
So did you go and watch much at all?
Yeah, I've got a season ticket. Take my daughter there. And
oh, she's a mad Chelsea fan. She knew everything. The last time
really
I see her,
is.
she knew all the details.
Yeah.
Oh, good. So what about the Olympics? Will you be taking any? Obviously, you're singing at the end of the Olympics as a party.
Yeah.
You're going to be taking any of the events?
Well, I'm up for the table tennis, but you know, I haven't actually got my tickets yet. I kind of really confused about that because, you know, there was this big hoo-ha about it, and all the tickets, and no one had got tickets, and now they've just put 1.5 million tickets on sale again.
Have they?
Yeah, something, or 900,000 or something ridiculous. It's like, I thought it all sold out in a minute. That's a lot of tickets not to have sold out 900,000. God, Jesus. I can't imagine that.
So are you going to watch table tennis then? Is that what you're looking to do?
I'd like to, yeah.
Oh, cool.
I'd like to.
All right. So I could just sway back to the music again.
Yeah.
So if you could work with any artist deceased right now, who would you have liked to have worked with?
Well, someone like Nina Simone, really.
Yeah.
You know, that kind of. I mean, she's just so. What you get from just, you know, someone like Ray Charles and Nina Simone, those kind of, those really musical, just amazing voice, amazing musicians, just really exciting people to work with.
Have you got a top 5 song selection that you could give us? Or a couple of songs?
I'm really bad at lists.
Yeah?
That's worse my fault. I never did very well at school.
You must have a couple of songs that you always chuck on at a certain time in.
Well, someone I've been working with, the song that I will never tire of is Across 110th Street by Bobby Womack.
Oh, he's a legend. We worked with him recently.
Yeah, we've got a record coming out next month actually.
How'd that go?
On XL. Amazing. I mean, it was really quick. He kind of recorded with Gorillaz, and then we'd gone on this long world tour, so we got to know each other extremely well. And we'd sort of just casually talked about it, and then the tour finished. But like 6 months later, everything kind of worked out. So he came over here, and with Richard Russell, who runs XL, we made a record really quickly. Really
so who are you listening to at the moment then?
People like Spoic Mathambo. Check that out. It's interesting.
All right then, cool. Well, thank you very much for your time.
Oh, my pleasure.
I hope we haven't.
Let's play table tennis.
Let's have a game, man. Let's see you win. Last time we played, actually, I won.
He did win.
But we've got another game set up here, so we'll have a good game. Thank you very much for your time, man. Appreciate it.
Thank you. Hello, this is Damon Albarn, and this is 5 Magazine.